listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not, okay? This is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl. And that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it, okay? And I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shakes. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here, okay? You put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey, okay? Your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin probably, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISOT down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey, and we're back like we never left. What's going on, y'all? What is happening? Okay, happy Monday, you guys. I had a very eventful weekend. I hope y'all had a good weekend. Girl, let me tell you. Okay, let me tell you. If y'all follow me on Instagram, if you are in the forum, then you know what happened this weekend, girl. You know that Miss Melody S. Hope from Love and Marriage Huntsville, because we are on weekends on right now. So I decided to do this one first instead of Ratchet Reality. One, because I wasn't ready to watch K. Michelle's show. I wasn't ready. I'm gonna watch it later. Another, because growing up hip hop, you know, a little bit, you know what I'm saying, a little bit like that. And child, I feel like these other two, okay, what I'm doing today, Salt Lake City after this, and Weekends on child, they gave me something I wanted to give. So let me go ahead and pull up my Instagram page. Let me tell y'all what happened first of all, so y'all can understand why I don't have the best pictures I wish I would have had. So first of all, it was a rush situation. So Mel called me, I think it was Wednesday, Tuesday, child, I can't remember which day it was, but it was enough time to get a flight and to, you know, head to the mall to find some shoes to wear. I thought I would find a dress or something, but you know, because I lost a lot of weight. So a lot of the stuff that I have, I couldn't fit. And for this, I'm going to be on TV because they were filming it. Mel had the release of her skincare line, 7th Avenue Premier Skincare. All right. Shout out to Mel for that, because the face foaming wash was actually really good. And I washed my face like 3 times with it to get my makeup off. And when I wiped white, the only makeup I saw was my eyeliner and the part that be in your hair. Besides that, it had got everything off my face. So I went back in, you know, right there. But anyway, the soap was really good. So if y'all get a chance to try Mel's 7th Avenue, you know, face line, y'all should. I have very sensitive skin, okay? And it's good. My friend Kima, who came with me, she is, you know, in the pictures, y'all were asking, that's my friend. She's actually an esthetician. She does my lashes. And she came with me, and she's gonna do a little review on her Instagram of the face, you know, the face care stuff, the skin line, because the skincare line, because she's into that. So y'all follow her on Lavish Beauty Aesthetics on Instagram. Okay, but look, let me show y'all. Okay, first of all, I lost my phone. So we ended up being in a hotel that they were filming in, but we had to get COVID tested around the corner. And the shoes I had on, okay, these were them. Okay, the shoes were not white. I know the lights were shining off of my shoes, so you guys could not tell. Hold up, why is it? Okay, there we go. As you can see, those were my shoes. Okay, so, and I wanted another, like I wanted these black boots, but I could not get to the Steve Madden across the river. Well, I actually did make it over there, but they closed at 7 and I didn't know that. So I went to another store first and then went there and they were closed. And I was about to spend like $500 in that specific Lakeside Mall, Steve Madden. They were like, it's 7 o'clock. I can't, my register is closed. I'm like, girl, you just finished ringing somebody up. Your register is not closed. And I knew exactly what I wanted. And I knew exactly what size I needed and everything. They would have made a $500 sale like that. Because I knew I wanted like at least 3 or 4 pairs of shoes. And I knew exactly the ones I wanted because they were in my bin online, but it would have took too long to get them. So I went to the mall thinking I was going to be able to get them. Store closed too soon and they weren't going to accommodate me, even though I said I knew what I wanted and I was going to spend a lot of money in there. They didn't know I was going to spend a lot of money in there, but they're lost because I was like, I refuse to go back over there because it would have been too much of a trip. Like I was like, fuck it, I'm not coming back over here. So the next day, I went to the mall closer to my house and found these pumps, and that's what I decided to go ahead and go with because I was not going all the way back over there to them people after that bitch decided to close the door. Because I'm just like, y'all really, I understand y'all happy to close, y'all hate y'all jobs, but come on, 701, and I knew exactly what I wanted. Whatever, I don't care. It's over. But I'm gonna order them when they come back on stock online. But I'm not. That's why I was like, from now on, I am buying shit when I see it, because I'm not going through this again. Okay, so these were the shoes. First of all, this was the champagne wall, which was super cute, y'all. She had this super cute champagne wall. Okay, walk up, get your champagne. All right, and they wave at you. You ring a bell, they came out. It was cute. Okay, like I said, lost one of my phones. So I only had the one phone and they were filming. So, like, you have to try to get in where you fit in. I don't expect to be seen, y'all. I really don't. When I tell y'all, I will be very surprised if I see myself at that event because of, they had other shit going on. And I'm just trying to go and speak to people and say, hey, when the camera is focused on somebody else, which was kind of hard to do because I'll be talking to somebody and then all of a sudden fucking cameras are around you. And I'm like, I'm trying to get away from you people. I don't want to, it was a whole situation. But me and my friends showed up and showed out last minute. Okay. Hey, Mel. Mel was so beautiful, so sweet. She actually flew me out, to be clear. She flew me out. She called me, said, hey, Bondi, I want you to be there. I'll pay for your flight. Come out. I was like, I'm coming. Kimmy, I was so mad. Like, first of all, Kimmy, I love Kimmy. And we were like, like, hey, like happy to see each other. And we could not get that moment for more than 5 minutes because they were filming and trying to get these scenes. And another thing, y'all, let me tell y'all, Tiffany was sweet as shit. I'm going to go ahead and be real with y'all. Talk cash money shit about Tiffany. And Tiffany is sweet as hell, y'all. Sweet as hell. I'm standing up there like trying to get the food, but I'm holding something. And she was like, I'll get a napkin for you. She's like, I'll hold it for you. I was like, thank you. Like, she was just very, very sweet. And very beautiful in person. Okay. Like, to be very, like, I want to be clear with y'all. Like, Tiffany's stunning in person. I was like, all right. And then I told her I was sad that Louis didn't come through. And so she made a video of us saying, leave Louis alone. Okay. Louis, be right. But this was us dancing. I can't play no music for y'all because ain't nobody got time for that. And let me tell y'all, Mel's brother, that that man is fine as hell. I just want to let y'all know that. Like, I really do feel like the camera does not do him justice. Okay, the camera does not do him justice at all. That man walked in there with his homeboys. His homeboys were all in black. And he was the only one in like a white shirt and a tan jacket, and everything fits. And he's moisturized to the gods. Like, Mel's brother is beautiful. Okay. Y'all remember when he showed up as the Pharaoh? Y'all look at him. Y'all remember when he showed up as the Pharaoh and he outdid Martell, because Martell was the Pharaoh too, but his costume was way more like luxurious. Y'all, Marcus is fine as hell, y'all. I was like, Lord, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, yeah, I just wasn't expecting that. Okay. But we sat at the table with Mel's aunt, y'all. Mel did an amazing job with presentation. Okay. First of all, hold up, y'all. Let me make sure y'all can see and hear me because things are getting a little low-bary. First of all, y'all, Mel comes in, okay, and Mel looks fabulous as you guys can see, but like in person, it's a like head to toe perfection. Like, I'll just go ahead and put it out there. Everybody, really, everybody, her homegirls who weren't on camera, like people who are now on the show. The event was wonderful, and it was in Huntsville, so she flew me out to the Huntsville, child. Um, but she was going from place to place, showing you guys and showing us the products. And child, I'm glad I got this because I'm gonna tell y'all, I think her and this man dating. I would tell you right now, I think her and man from the video is dating. She said that man gave her a whole bunch of white roses. Okay, this is the man that played Martell's character in her first music video. He was there looking fine as hell. I think she's dating him. I don't know. I don't know. I could be wrong, Mel girl. But when you told you had to thank him because he was the onlyest one that got you the white roses, and he know you like white roses, girl. That's not like that man like you to me. She was keeping it cute. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a visible, you over there and I'm over here. But girl, it was cute. It was cute. And she really like was doing her thing.
Hi, Melody. How you doing? We love you. I said, I love you too. I said, I had some flowers with her today. Who did they come from? Well, I'm about to close. Can you call tomorrow? No, sir, I can't call tomorrow.
Look, she called trying to find out who sent her the roses because she didn't know who had sent them. So she had to call to find out who sent them. Y'all, it was everything. And yes, there was no Destiny. There was no Tisha. Y'all saw who was who. Oh, look at my friend. My friend look cute. Okay, law. We was giving. Okay, do you hear me? Giving at the event, child. Come on, give us 90 music videos. Sending my love. Okay. Let me see. I had a furrow on when I thought we was leaving the hotel because when we came downstairs, we realized they were filming in the hotel. I thought they were filming because I saw crew, but I wasn't really sure until we came down and it was like we had to go around the corner. So we got in an Uber, okay, went around the corner, got tested, came back, went back into the hotel, child, but I sure did have that fur, okay? I sure did have that fur. Okay, Mel. This right here, okay, I know y'all can't see her because her back is to y'all, but this is Stormy right here. And I think she's also new to the, is that Stormy? That looked like Stormy from the front, but that may not be Stormy. I can't tell. There's a beautiful new cast member, Stormy. She was super duper sweet. This is Mel's manager with this video, okay? Catching me trying to remember the bunny hop shot. We had a great time. Everybody was so nice. Everybody was so sweet. They were definitely showing me mad love in the room. Okay, they were showing me mad love in the room. And I hope that more, wonderful things come from it, child. I was talking to Heavenly for a second. Child, I walked up to her. I said, hey, how you doing, Miss Heavenly? She said, and at the end of it, like, why you keep calling me Miss Heavenly? I'm a doctor. I said, listen, Miss Heavenly. I said, listen, Dr. Heavenly, I'm just trying to be respectful of the fact that there's an obvious age difference since you keep referring to me as little girl. And she said, well, say Mrs. I'm like, well, we, in my mind, I'm like, well, we could both be Mrs. then since we both married, but whatever. Child, she a mess. She is a mess, but she really was very sweet to me. She texted me after, she posted me. So shout out to Heavenly. Heavenly is one of those people that I feel like they be just trying to see. You know what I'm saying? They be jeering you, trying to see. Because as soon as I walked up to her, she was like, hey, Bondy, you be talking cash money shit about me. I said, I sure do. I said, I sure do, Dr. Heavenly. How you doing, love? It's good to see you. I was still happy to see you. Okay, look, they was all over her. Okay, and then right after that, she went and shot Kenan Thompson, a show with Kenan Thompson. Y'all, Dr. Heavenly is definitely getting herself in the right rooms. Do you hear me? So shout out to Dr. Heavenly, okay, because I was too tickled by her. And then what else, y'all? Child, there was some other things that happened that I'm not gonna speak on. Freddie Yo was there as well. We were introduced. But I ain't nobody. So hey, how you doing? Which is cool because I don't, listen. Miss Van came over to me. Mel mom came over to me and was like, hey, Bondy. And I was like, oh my God, Miss Van, because she was with the kids a lot of the time. And I don't want to be intrusive. Like I know you, but a lot of the people that I went to speak to, I have spoken to, privately, Kimmy with the interviews and stuff like that. So, I felt like I can go up to them. But when her mom came up to me. I was like, oh my God, hey, Miss Fan. So beautiful, so sweet. The kids, the kids are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It was just wonderful. It was really, really wonderful. I love seeing the production crew is mostly black. Okay, that was another thing that I liked. Black camera ladies. Okay, black lady PAs. Seems like whoever the showrunner was, nice, tall looking black man. Okay, you know what I mean? Like I was just paying attention, you know, to my surroundings and everything, and I just like one of the camera ladies almost caught on fire, child. It was well, she did catch on fire. It was a ridiculous look. It was a lot that went on, but I was like, come on, you know, seeing the black production crew and everything. I was just here for it because I know, you know, it's been a struggle to make sure that these shows are produced by black people. So love to see it. But I was so happy to be invited and to be in the room. I definitely felt like I was in my element, which is funny. Because I'm not normally the person that's like going around the room like talking to people, but I knew people in the room. So it made it a little bit easier for me. Um, but I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and I'm so appreciative of Mel for thinking of me and asking me to come out because it definitely felt like, okay, come on, blessing. And there's another, you know, y'all know OWN has been I've been in conversations with them and you know about past shows, and you know some people know who I am and some people be trying to do things and they just never kind of end up happening. That happens a lot in this industry, you know what I'm saying? Which is why it's always important for me to have y'all, okay? Because you know, I don't have time to be worried about what's going on outside of that all the time. I really like to be able to focus on my main, you know, situation. But for my main situation to be doing well and then getting these opportunities, it was just a real blessing. And I was super duper grateful and appreciative of the fact that everything worked out the way it did. I did get my phone back. Child, when I tell you they didn't want to let us get in a hotel room at first, it was just a lot. And that was another reason why I didn't get as many pictures as I wanted because we were rushing. If we weren't rushing, we would have had time to stop in front of the mirror and catch the outfit from head to toe in beautiful HD video for y'all. But because we were rushing to get tested, we had a certain amount of time to get ready. Once we finally got into the hotel room, you know, we flew in day of. It was just you know, it was crunch time. So I just didn't get a lot of the beautiful pictures and footage that I would have liked to get. But lesson learned. Okay, next time I will already have shit on deck. Girl, Greta, yes, he is. Every time there's a good party for somebody to be in, he's there. Okay. Uh okay. But you know, I was gonna ask that y'all go to black. No, we didn't. Honestly, girl, let me tell y'all, it was such a rushed and tiring thing that when it was all over, we went to the restaurant across the street, got some oysters and some food right quick, went back to the hotel room, was zonked the fuck out, woke up early in the morning to catch the flight to come back home. So it wasn't even like we had enough time to really like go to places and all of that type of stuff. But Huntsville is very nice. I'm gonna say that. Huntsville looks like a place that is definitely in development stage, you know, where it's like a lot of land. You can see like mountains and shit. Like it's beautiful. When you get there and you see it, it's very beautiful. And then they have a lot of, you know, spots, a lot of little, you know, cute little lounge and eclectic places. This hotel we were in, the Jefferson Curio, was actually very nice, if not for the fact that they have a late ass check-in time. I don't know who the fuck. Like, do y'all think people's flights don't come in earlier than 4 o'clock? Like, that's so crazy to me that y'all check-in is 4 o'clock, making it extremely difficult for somebody that's flying in at 2 to get to an event at 5. Like, it made it extremely hard to do that. But we made it happen, child, and we look good doing it, and that was all that matters. And yes, it was the experience that matters. That was the most important thing. There was an oyster bar right across the street from the Jefferson Curio. I forgot, it was seafood something. But the oysters were great. The oysters were great. Okay. Yes, Hilton is 4 p.m. Yeah, that is so weird to me. Like, I don't, why do y'all do, like, it's because y'all don't have enough people to clean these rooms? Like, what is it? Oh my God. And then the fact that they were shooting in the hotel was almost fully booked. That was another thing. I live in Texas. Huntsville is a prison town. There is nothing exciting about. No, but I'm gonna tell you what it is. they're doing something with Huntsville now where Huntsville is going to become a place for people to want to go and live. Like it's it's not about going there to vacation. It's about that's somewhere you go to live. You know what I'm saying? Most hotels are 3 p.m. It's crazy. I don't understand it. Even when you try to call ahead, like can you make this possible? And like it's just ridiculous, child. But anyway, y'all saw the pictures. We posted. People who were in the Discord knew about it ahead of time before I posted it to everybody else. But child, one phone died when I finally found the other one. It was a lot, child. But we had a really good time. Like I said, everybody was amazing. Shout out to Dr. Heavenly and Mel and Kimmy and Tiffany and Mel's brother Marcus for looking so damn good. His homeboys for taking that picture of me and my friend. Mel's manager, Ema, was there, and she was Ima, I'm saying it wrong. Ima was there. She was very sweet. We had a great conversation. Mel's aunt, Mel's mom, like child, Mel's kids are adorable. Like Mel's friend Brittany, okay, like it just there was just I met a lot of amazing people, a lot of really sweet people, okay. Like, right. We're not talking about Huntsville, Texas. We're talking about Huntsville, Alabama. I didn't realize there was a Huntsville in Texas. Nobody knows that. Huntsville, Alabama. I didn't see any prisons when I got there. I just saw like sprawling acres, miles and miles of land, hills, homes that look like they're being built in hills. A lot of like little lounge and restaurants and just a lot of spots that I saw from my way to the airport. Then there's a really nice little street, Jefferson, where the hotels and shops and restaurants and stuff are on. They have one of those little places everywhere, So yeah, it was cool, y'all. It was great. The event, okay. Shout out to teacher who was not there. Okay. None of the Scott men were there. Actually, none of the men from the show were there at all, with the exception of Mel's brother. Thank you for the super sticker, Coco Fear. So yeah. I just wanted to share that with you guys before we got into the actual episode to let y'all, into the review for the episodes, to let y'all know what all went down and how great of a time I had and how great Mel was and how great her presentation and the event. Like, the hors d'oeuvres were good. The champagne was on deck. That champagne was real good, y'all. I'm going to just tell y'all. It was brute, but it was good. It was definitely a blessing. Definitely a blessing. I really hope that more opportunities come from that because I feel like I left a really good impression on everybody. At least that's the way, it felt to me. When a production girl came up to me and was like, oh my God, I just wanted to come up to you and say that you are stunning. It's something about you. I've been staring at you all night. I was like, are you trying to hit on me? She wasn't. She was just being sweet. But I was like, come on now, don't hit on me now. Look, I'm only going to be in town for a night. All right. I'm just joking. But she was very sweet. It reminded me of myself, honestly, because she was helping like another camera lady. It reminded me of my friend Tammy. It was, how we would be when we would do camera work together and stuff. So it was just funny to see that and be like, oh, girl, I remember when I used to do this. I'm glad I don't do it no more. Okay, girl, you're going to be on the show. Listen, I absolutely think y'all will see me in the background because the room was not that big. So there were a lot of times when if you didn't see me, it's because I was running from that damn camera. Listen, okay, they over there. All right, I'm gonna go over here. Like, cause you had to wait, you know what I'm saying? So like Kimmy and Tiffany and the new girl Stormy are over there talking to somebody. And I was just kind of like waiting for the cameras to move away from them. Because as soon as the cameras moved away from them, I can go and hug, Kimmy and say hey and everything. So yeah, and it was also nice to be in a room full of people who had been COVID tested right before, so you could be all in people's faces without worrying about somebody getting you sick. Like I was like, girl, it was nice. It was nice. Destiny was not at the event. Okay, Tisha, not at the event. Okay, the only people from the show was Tiffany and our girl Kimmy. All right, and the new girl Storm. We'll be waiting for the clips of the event to screenshot you, Bondy. Listen, y'all better get good screenshots of me. Don't make me look bad, y'all, please. Oh, Lord. But people in the room were responding to me in a way that made me feel like I would look good on camera, And let me overshare. But I'm gonna tell y'all how everything be in alignment because I needed to be in shape. I needed to be in shape because I would not have felt as comfortable as I felt if I didn't feel like I looked good. Because the dress that I had, I bought when we were in New York. And I, never got a chance to wear it for the holidays and all of that. And was like, okay, I'll wear that dress. And didn't realize the size of the dress, like, when you put it on, because I'm a little hippie or whatever, you could see the skin through the buttons on both sides of the dress. So I could not wear panties with the dress without you seeing the panties. And you can't see the panties. I'm on television. Okay, you can't see the panties. You can't see a panty line. Okay, like they had to be, seamless makeup to the neck. You know what I'm saying? Like there are things that I read people and look. I said I talk too bad about people to come in here looking a mess. So mind you, y'all, I'm in there, no panties on. Because it would have made the dress look bad. Yo, like I had to be confident in order to walk around in that room in that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a stockings girl, so it wasn't going to happen. I sure did. I sure did. Okay, and I think I looked amazing. Yeah, you oversharing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I needed y'all to understand. You know what I'm saying? Like the confidence that needed to be happening in order for me to be in that bitch like that. And then walking, like I'm in the hills running. Thank God for carpet. Thank God for carpet. Because me and them hills would have had a hard time if we were on hard floors. Okay. Shout out to the carpet. Okay. Wait. 28, you always been sexy, Blue, but I do understand where you coming from. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I just, girl, I brought New Orleans to the scene. Why they put on as soon as they were done like filming for a minute in a room and they put the real music on and not the music they play in the background when they shooting. Girl, when Juvenile came on, I said, what y'all do that for? I said, why y'all do that? So I had to, make it look at, look, there is a definite moment of me going all the way down to the ground. I don't know if anybody caught it though. I had fun. So yes, again, thank her so much for bringing me. Yes, it was emerald because I'm an emerald girl. Y'all know my birthday is in May, so I'm an emerald girl. And I had the perfect like emerald necklace, for it. You probably couldn't see it because like it had probably at some point gone in my dress. Because girl, listen. Whoo, no, I was not. I think besides Freddie somebody else big was there, and I can't hip hop somebody else. There were other like publications there. There were other press there besides me. We saw it. No, Lyric had to work, and it was short notice, so my friend went with me. Your hard work is paying off in many areas, Bondi. We're happy. Thank you. It feels that way. It's a blessing. I definitely feel super duper grateful to everybody who I came in contact with because it was just really good energy. Like you really could not, like, even my friend was more aggravated about things than I was, and I'm usually the one that's more agitated. And I was just kind of like chilling the whole time because something about it just felt like it's gonna go fine. So I wasn't worrying. Like even when I lost my phone, it was just like production had it. And I was like, great, you didn't have to worry about anybody stealing anything from you. You know how you go places and you don't want to leave your purse at the table, child? It was so nice to just be able to get up and walk around, leave your shit there because there were cameras on everybody. Nobody's in the room is trying to steal from you anyway. But I'm just saying, Oh, no, I don't know, Ashley Nicole. I'm ready to be on the red carpet doing it too. Listen, they did a picture of me. Dawn, shout out to Dawn, Mel's manager. So she was like, Freddie, you'll get a picture of Bondi, So I go up there to the thing and and it was like, everybody was like, girl, you better do it. I was like, oh my God, y'all are amazing. Okay, listen, it was good times. Okay, but let's go ahead and get into Ready to Love, y'all, because I took notes. I came back Sunday. I was exhausted. We had a really bad landing on our second flight. I mean, really bad, y'all. I get sick on flights, so I usually have to take Dramamine anyway. But the last flight was so damn bad, I almost threw up. Like, and it's hard to almost throw up on Dramamine, but my body broke out in a sweat. Like that had never happened to me before on a flight where I broke out in a sweat. Like my back, like everything. And you know it's good that I wiped the seat down, girl. We we Naomi Campbell it every time we get. Oh y'all, thank you, Delta. Wipe everything: headrest, arms, belt, the seat in, the thing in front of you, the head, everything I'm gonna touch. We gonna wipe. Ain't nobody got time to be getting sick, girl. But yes, everything was so amazing. And I posted a picture on my Instagram. I know y'all probably saw it, of some of the outfits that I bought to go on a vacation with. And I was like, child, some of these dresses definitely gonna play the next time somebody invites me to something. And I've already like been shopping and shit, because now it's like, now I will be ready so I don't have to get ready next time I get invited to something, at the last minute. Okay, because I feel like it will be happening. I spoke a lot of this shit into existence, like the traveling more, spoke that into existence. Then before we get into Ready to Love, because I know y'all tired of me talking about other shit, but at least the Melanie stuff got something to do with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Like Bondy's gonna be on Love and Marriage Huntsville. How can we not talk about that? Excuse me. But what I wanted to tell y'all, hold up. Okay, so a lot of y'all may not be Big Crit fans, but I'm a huge Big Crit fan. And Big Crit just came out with a new album. He has a tour. He's coming to New Orleans to the House of Blues in like June, I think. And I was like at the airport and saw, the tickets. They had the meet and greet tickets. I have never seen the meet and greet tickets still be available when I go to get tickets to shit. And I had spoken into existence. I said, we gonna meet Big Crit one day. I said, that nigga gonna be my friend. He don't know yet. But that nigga gonna be my friend, because I'm definitely gonna meet him. Okay, I said I was gonna meet him, right? I bought tickets for me and Lyric to go and see Big Crit in June, and meet and greet tickets, in which y'all know those are not cheap tickets. So I'm so excited that we're going to get to meet him finally, because we are huge fans of his. It was probably like one of the times that we realized we was really feeling each other is when we ended up going to see Crit, way at the beginning of our relationship. We went to the House of Blues to see him, and he was like one of the things that brought us together. He put me on Crit. I had no idea who he was until my cousin and him invited me to go and see Crit at the House of Blues that night. And after that, what I'm saying, he's been like my favorite rapper. So I'm so excited to go and see him. So yeah, speaking a lot of things into existence for myself lately, manifesting a lot of things. It feels great. So y'all gotta speak things into existence for yourselves. Don't forget that. Thank you, Miss Chocolate Diva, for the super chat. Bondy, you better be in a room amongst the people, friend. Listen, I'm trying, girl. I'm trying. I am trying. Big Crit is majorly slept on. Yes, he is. And I don't understand why, because I think he's incredible. The new album is so jazzy and like mellow. I was feeling it. So I'm definitely gonna have to give it another ride in the Yeep, because it came out this weekend and I haven't been in my car for an extended period of time yet. So fully give it the listen that it needs. But yes, let's go ahead and get into the episode of Ready to Love. Now that I have talked y'all ear off for 35 minutes about my life. Okay, but also Love and Marriage Huntsville, which we are so excited is coming back soon. Specifically because Bondy's going to be on it. All right. So, Ready to Love. The men meet. There are 2 new singles. I put them at the end here. I feel like y'all can see them, right? Right here we have Tina, and then we have Donovan. Donovan grew up in a family of all women. Sweet guy, mild-mannered. Don't really know how I feel about him yet. Tina, younger, somebody for Wiley, really like her. She seemed cool, very beautiful. They had a really dope date. Good energy between she and Wiley. However, I don't know how she's feeling about Wiley. We know how Wiley feels about her. Okay, because later on we see her connecting with Paul, and I was like, what in the Robert Kelly is going on here? Okay, because yeah, he looks like Robert, and then him liking younger women so that he does not have to fully compete. We're going to get into that. But the mic is going to come out for this conversation about you old ass men who ain't shit, and you know it. So you want to get with younger girls because they will be all excited about your lame ass. Okay. But the truth of the matter is the reason why you don't want to be with women your age is because you can't control and trick women your age into thinking that you are better than you really are. And I think that Paul thought he was going to do that to Sabrina. He thought because Sabrina was young, he was going to be able to convince her that he was on his shit in a way that he obviously is not. So I'm paying attention to you people who like to get into relationships with younger people. And I'm just saying, because y'all, I'm starting to notice, okay? Especially because I'm getting to that age range, okay? I'm 33, about to be 34 years old. I'm around the age range where if you were with somebody who was much older than you when you were younger, you're getting to a point where you're starting to feel like, I don't know if this is going to work anymore because this person who's older than me, who I was with at a young age, wants me to still be that person, which is fucking ridiculous. How am I supposed to be the same person 15, 20 years later? That don't even make sense. Nobody's the same. And if you are the same, something's wrong with you. Okay? I just want to say that. Okay? Look, I had to get it off my chest. The carrier of worms, really trying to groom a woman. And that's what I don't like. That grooming shit, that trying to convince a woman that you know better, even though you really don't. Because if you did, you'd be with a woman who was your age. But you don't want to have to step your cookies up. You want somebody that's not experienced so that they will be all amazed by your lackluster life. Because if you were getting with a woman your age, she probably has more than you, expects more than you have, and is not going to be fooled by your bullshit because her brain is more fully formed. That's why you want a 24, 25-year-old, because that's a good age range when your mind is not fully developed all the way just yet. It's not. Y'all, I used to be that age. The way I think now versus the way I thought then, it's different. It's not that much different, but it's different. You know, and I feel like men like Paul rely on younger women finding something fascinating about them because they can't compete with the women who are their age. Okay. So, as I said, Wiley is going on a date with the 31-year-old Tina. Okay. We liked her. Beautiful. Her ex cheated on her when she was 6 months pregnant and she left his ass and never came back. Wiley and Tina are attracted to each other. There's a joke about sticking a Snickers into some caramel ice cream. This cast is extremely sexual. I hope they're fucking. I hope they're wearing protection. I hope they're fucking. Okay? We need to find out what it's hitting for. Okay? Don't just be out here giving it to everybody, but you know what I don't like? I don't like the fact that they don't often talk about if they're having sex. I think we know that a lot of people are having sex during the taping of the show. And when we get to the actual taping of the show, nobody wants to be honest about what's going on. When the truth of the matter is, we need y'all to be honest about what the hell is going on in order for it to fully be entertainment. Okay? You guys don't forget to go to my website, BondyBlueShow.com, and sign up for the website, BondyBlueShow.com. Go to my website. Sign up, whether you are a paid member or a free one. I have cut off annual Patreons. You can't do that no more. If you want to continue to stay on Patreon, okay, it's $5 over there. And you're still not going to have access to the forum. And I'm not going to put you in so you can have access to the forum. I will give y'all links to things that are only on YouTube. But you know, if you want to be involved in a forum, then you need to be on the website, just so you know. Okay? Hey, Jay Lee, Joy and Clifton fucking for sure. It feels that way. In that preview, when she ran over there to kiss him in the mouth, I said, what we running for? What we running for? Don't run. Okay, don't run. Walk. And walk slowly and intense and with purpose, but do not run. Okay, this ain't Red Rover, Red Rover. What the fuck is going on? Don't be running to no man, Joy. Ugh. Child, we'll talk about that next week. Moving along, y'all. Precious is going on a date with Donovan, the realtor. Okay, grew up with all women. He was the man in the family at a young age, but he has kindness about him. That's problematic for me. But, you know, I'll wait on it. You know, just sometimes because I just be feeling like, when you tell me you was the man in the house, but you was a child, what does that mean? Did you pay bills? Like, what does that mean? Y'all, I'm reading this book right now, okay? Listening to this audio book called Single Black Female. Author's name, I believe, is Tracy Brown. About women dealing with men in prison, okay? Specifically, women getting out of dealing with men in prison. Long-term situations. We catching them 15 years after the shit occurred, right? Whatever the murder happened that got everybody put in jail happened like 15, 16 years ago. We catching them when one woman is done. One woman is having to talk to a nigga she been running from because he didn't got out of jail. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Whole bunch of stuff going on, you know? And one of the things that is so prevalent is the way men think about women, specifically when they're young boys and they have a certain position in their mother's lives. There was a moment where this lady's two sons, because they're speaking for their daddy that's in jail, gonna tell this man who asked their mama out, nah, she good. The fuck? Y'all, I'm still mad about it. I'm still mad about it. But it just made me think, like, so Donovan, what type of young man are we talking about here? Because sometimes when you've been made to be the man of the family at a very young age, you feel like you need to always be controlling the women around you. And I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to see in what way is that going to show up in the way he relates to women on this show. So we just gonna wait. We just gonna wait and see. Thank you, Nola Reeves, girl. So yes, Precious is extremely attracted to him, but Precious seemingly is extremely attracted to most of these niggas, okay? And child, let me tell you, that side part with that wig, if it didn't aggravate me before, my girl, it was aggravating me today, okay? When I watched that shit, I was like, please shift the wig. Just shift it a little bit. Why is the part all the way over here? Excuse me, y'all. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Okay. She was extremely attracted to him. He says that he was married for 12 years. He's looking for an independent team player, which I like. I like because essentially I feel like that's the type of man that doesn't want to control a woman, you know, in a way of, you know, I'm doing all of this and you just sit back and let me. No. I want a partner. And I think that's important. So I like when I heard that. I was like, okay. All right. We still waiting, Donovan. I'm waiting on you because it's something I don't know. Y'all know I'm waiting to find out. He's nice looking though, very nice looking. Precious has been celibate for 6 months. She a goddamn lie. And if she has been celibate for 6 months, I'ma just say that that's the reason why she acting like a hoe in heat. And it seems like he's not really feeling the heat that's coming from in between her legs. I said yes. He's not feeling the heat that's coming in from in between your legs. He don't know you like that. Okay? Like, she's giving too much too soon. And I understand having a big personality because I have a big personality. But this is what I need for women to understand. I don't give a fuck about how big your personality is. You need to know how to handle yourself around some of these men. And what I mean by that is the mental needs to always be in a mind state of, I do not need to give too much of my energy to anybody who I don't feel is giving me that in the same way. And Precious is going around flirting heavily and doing a lot with men who are not reciprocating her energy, as she said in her sit down with Donovan. So throughout the whole episode, I felt like she was acting like a hoe in heat. And that's like not to call her a hoe, but you were just doing a lot. And I wanted you to pull it back just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because look at the way these men are going to now treat you. And that's what, like me as a woman, I'm watching her and I'm like, oh my God, I feel like she's embarrassing herself. They're going to play her bad after this. And I want her to just, you know, if you're a little drunk, go sit down. Is there a pool? Is there a where for you to go inside? Like, I just wanted her to chill out a little bit more. And I also feel like everybody was loaded during this scene. You know what I'm saying? Well, everybody went to that little pool party. We're about to get into it, but everybody was high. And she was just doing a lot. I feel like some people don't need to smoke and drink. This is DC, so weed is legal. So when I see the damn near everybody got red, squinty eyes, I'm like, oh, y'all was smoking. It may not have been on camera, but y'all was smoking. I know weed high when I see it. Okay, do you hear me? I know what I'm looking at when I see it. Love to hear you and your girl had a wonderful time at Mel's event. We sure did. Okay. So moving on from there, Joy and Laverne go on a date. Laverne admits that he has not had any real relationships. He's been dating and protecting his heart, aka being a whore. Okay? They make pottery. It's giving oh my love, my darling. Oh, your touch. I don't know the words. I don't know the ghost song, but y'all know the song, okay? It's giving the ghost, okay? It was giving ghost pottery, okay? Patrick Swayze, R.I.P., Demi Moore, you know what I'm saying? You in danger, girl. It was given that, okay? They had a good time, okay? And I honestly like Laverne and Joy's like energy together. The touching, they were hugging. It was to me, it was a vibe. To me, it was a vibe. Okay. Joy says Laverne is so sweet. He's a gentleman. I was here for it. I was here for their date. What about it was cringy, Julie? What about it was cringy to you? Because I thought they was vibing. What about it you thought was cringy? Let me know. Okay, so then Demetrius, y'all, Demetrius was very nervous at the beginning of the episode because now we are dwindling it down. Okay, we are dwindling it down. I do feel like Joy might be a little bit in danger. I don't trust Laverne. The way the girls talk about Laverne, I don't know what's going on with him, so I don't really trust him. But Demetrius and AP go on a date. And AP has been very interested in Demetrius. They go on a date and he asks how her experience has been on the show so far. And she was like, like it's not going that good. And she's feeling her way through it. She explains that she is not the Lois Lane type, which I loved. You know what I'm saying? Like a woman saying, I am a whole person. I don't need a man to complete me. But I thought it was also funny that she explained that her husband, who passed away 5 years ago, was 14 years her senior. And I was just like, I wonder, how old she was when they got into that relationship. Because I'm also wondering if he was controlling of her when they were in the relationship, because she was very adamant to let Demetrius know that she does not want to be with someone who views her as, somebody just standing in the background. Okay. So she talked about how the loss that she experienced losing her husband changes you. I said, it damn sure does. I damn sure felt like it changed my mom. Like, it's so funny. I had a conversation with my mom today about the day my dad died and we were all at the hospital and who was all there. And I don't even remember it like that. I literally only remember seeing my mom, like watching my mom, like, fixing my daddy's covers. My daddy was like, out. You know what I mean? He wasn't awake when he died. He had been put in a self-induced coma, not a self-induced coma, but they put you in an induced coma to keep you from dying, basically. And as people come, or as that they can possibly fix what's wrong, because my dad had an infection. So they put him under in hopes that they would be able to get rid of the infection, but it didn't work. Obviously. Yeah, medically induced coma. Thank you. And, all I can remember was her. That's all I remember. It's crazy. Even now, like, she's explaining it to me. I was like, they were there? Like, I don't even remember it. So I know, like, how it changes a person because I watch my mom change. You know what I'm saying? So I'm wondering, what AP's experience was in her marriage. Has she dated since, or is this like the very first time that she's going, out after her husband passed away? Because that's crazy for the first time for you to actually go out and date to be during this time. You know what I mean? But Demetrius felt like even though they had a really great conversation, it wasn't a romantic connection, and he wonders if she's ready. Eric also picked up on this heavy at the pool party. I like Eric a lot. Like I told y'all, Eric reminds me if, somebody had, actually raised my cousin. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, because people be hearing this, they're gonna be like, Brittany was talking about you bad on her video, even though y'all don't know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? My family, sometimes they watch me and they don't be saying nothing. So, I know they're gonna be like, she was not talking about you. That's why we don't invite her to nothing. And be like, fuck y'all, I'm right. Anyway, so Ebony Coast said Lois Lane was not a damsel in distress at all. She's a badass journalist and Superman's weak spot in his motivation. Yes, but she also played back to him. She also played back to him. She also was, Clark, help me. Like, there were so many times when Lois Lane needed to be saved by that nigga. And I think that's what she meant. I don't need to be saved. And I also don't want you to think of me as somebody that, is a participant in your story versus me having my own story. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, y'all know my pop has been dead for over 11 years now. Same. It's been 14 years since my dad died. My mom is still by herself and just now wants to explore dating. That scene definitely hit home for me, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely thought about my mom and what it was like for her. And I'm glad my mom moved on, like maybe a year or so after my mom, started dating again. And I'm glad that she did. And she's not still with that same person or anything. But my mom has definitely kept a social life. And I'm happy because I feel like it's easy to let your life decrease when you lose your loved one, especially when you lose a husband, that you really, really loved. And, my people was like in it to win it. My people was in it for the long haul. They had been together for 20 years by the time my dad passed away. So, I knew that was hard for her, but it was definitely like a transition and an out of body experience for me because I was so used to us being, a threesome and our relationship being, based off each other. Like, how me and my mom moved based off how my dad felt. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. So when he was gone, the dynamics of me and my mother's relationship changed. So I know it changes a woman after losing a husband because it changed the relationship that I had with my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like that is crazy. How, like the death of someone so close to you like that, a spouse, a parent, can change your dynamic and your understanding of how you're living. Your dad want her to be, oh, absolutely. I wanted my mom to be happy, but it was just still like a transition and me having to become comfortable with how my relationship with her was changing because of that. You know what I mean? But I wonder what old girls' kids, how they feel. I know they're younger, but I'm wondering if 5 years is enough time for AP. 5 years was enough time for my mama, but I don't know if it's enough time for AP because she seems still so like stiff and guarded in this process. But we're gonna wait and see. But I feel like they're gonna send her home before we wait and see. I think she's gonna go home before Precious. So pool party. Tommy shows up on a boat. He introduces the women like something sugary and luscious. Okay, give it up for Candy. You know what I'm saying? And Regina Hall walks out. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold up. Oh, the call. It's like candy. I can feel it when you walk. Even when you talk, it takes over. Y'all remember on The Best Man, right? Please tell me you caught my movie reference. But that's what it felt like when he introduced the women to come off the boat. Child, them bitches was like, yes, we is in here. These niggas ain't gonna be able to take us. That was the feeling that they was giving, y'all. Like, it was everything when they walked out, okay? And this is when Tommy announces he isn't adding any more singles. Okay, they mingle. Donovan likes Dakia. He was very drawn to Dakia. Paul and Tina talk and connect. He said that she has an old soul. Does she? Or is she just the right amount of young and dumb for you? Fuck out of here. I'm not convinced. Okay. Eric is very intentional about spending time with Dakia because he's cooking for everybody. So he wanted to spend some time with her alone in the kitchen. And then here come Carmen contact wearing. I'm so good because I have real hair. Bitch, do you see all the women here? All of them look like they got hair under their wigs now. Okay? Stop it. You are not the only one with real hair on the scene, my girl. All right? Oh, thin ass hair. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still upset about her saying that. Like, what fucking year are we in? Carmen comes in to break it up. Apparently, she knows Eric. Her and Eric have vibed for years. For years. So what y'all doing on this show then? Y'all did not need to come on this show today. Get the fuck off of here if y'all gonna start dating each other. That's not what I want to see. I want to see Eric and Dakia. Carmen, get the fuck out of this kitchen right now. Like, that's how I felt. That's how I felt. Okay. And I also feel like Eric wasn't really feeling Carmen like that. So I don't know why he was saying in the confessional that this is a time to, a resurgence of that relationship for them to see if they might be feeling each other. I'm sorry. I mean, be like, no, I don't like it. I'm not feeling it. You could have waited. You think too. I hate to say she thinks too highly of herself, but her to say, when I come in the room, I get them out. Girl, you are not better than Dakia. I don't know where you got that from. You are not better than Dakia. Dakia walked out because she has grace. And instead of cursing your basic bitch ass out, no disrespect, ma'am, because I know people be watching me. I'm sorry. But in that moment, ma'am, and you've said problematic things. You don't like locks. You're wearing blue contacts. You're talking about your hair. And then you're coming in here interrupting this lady date, talking about me and him got history. Then why are y'all not together? It's because either he ain't feeling you or you ain't feeling him, but you wanted to make that girl feel a way. So here you are. I didn't like it. I didn't like any of it. I'm sorry. I was with Dakia. Okay. So Tori, this is when I knew everybody was high. This is when I knew everybody was loaded to the motherfucker in the DC area. Okay. They were high. Okay. Because Tori started spitting a little poetry, a little rhyme for Ace, and she liked it. I said, yes, everybody's high. Precious is flirting with a lot of the men, and apparently Paul is turned off by this. Paul, you over there with your face all in Tina's face. What the fuck is you talking about? Even though she was doing a lot, and maybe that's what he meant. I'm going to give him this one. Thank you, Amani, for the super chat. Tina seems like she's looking for an older man in stability. Like, I can sense that on her because Paul ain't nobody special. He's not. He's not. And in all honesty, it looked like Wiley is not somebody that you should, assume is broke because he's young. Wiley look like he got some money with him. So if you was attracted to him, I'm going to need for you to go and give him some more energy because Paul is not the one. Paul is not the one or the two as far as I'm concerned. Okay? Tori is feeling Sabrina, and he got her a little baked good, y'all. And she says that Tori is becoming her number one because at first it was Demetrius. They're vying for the spot. AP talks to Eric, and he doesn't think she's over her husband's passing. Very, very intuitive man there. Precious has done so much thirsty shit at this point that Demetrius has to pull her to the side to check on her. Okay, Demetrius basically pulls her to the side to ask her what her intentions are with him, because I think he saw the way she was just flirting and going around, giving everybody the same energy. And it seems very surface level. I think what he was basically saying to her was, I don't feel as if we are getting anywhere deeper. We're very surface, and I have a deeper connection with somebody else. So I don't want to waste my time, with this surface level shit with you. It's basically what Demetrius was telling her. And Demetrius and Sabrina talk and have a nice conversation as well. They are vibing heavy, and Demetrius lets Sabrina know that he gonna fight for her. He's competing with Tori for her affections. It's awkward for her, but she can't lie. She knows she enjoying them. Two nice looking men fighting over her. Laverne is acting weird this entire time. And I'm like, so what's going on, Laverne? I don't want to listen. I'm not a psychologist. I don't want to presume to know what anybody is going through. And I don't want to make any type of ignorant assumption. But Laverne low-key was giving me, so is it like some type of mental thing going on? You know what I'm saying? Because I really do feel like there are some people that have certain mental diseases that go unchecked or go unregulated, or, not being taken care of in a proper way. I don't know, but something about Laverne was giving me, I am cool sometimes, and other times I show a side of myself that nobody really needs to see. And when I felt that, I was wondering, like, is this a I'm on medication and I didn't take my meds today type of thing with him? The way he can go back and forth, I don't know. The way the women have been talking about him, I want to see what everybody is talking about. Him not wanting to engage is one thing, but him being negative or being nasty, like I want to see what everybody is talking about with Laverne. I think Laverne was in his feelings about not getting attention that scene. That might have been it. But this is the thing I want Laverne to understand. Only gay men flip out about you niggas being in shape like that. I want to be clear. Yes, women, we are very visual creatures too. As much as you men think that y'all the only ones that want somebody to look good, stop fucking lying to yourself. That's a way for you to get away with being unattractive. It's for you to think that you're the only one that's turned on by what they see. Okay? So don't get me wrong. Most women are attracted to nice looking men, meaning in shape men. Okay? Like yourself. But a lot of the times a man's personality will outshine anything else, because if his personality is not on point, he will overpower you in a relationship, and nobody wants to deal with that. It doesn't matter how fine you are. So if you wanted any of those women, you should have took advantage and went and spoke to those women. But just like on that first night, you must have wanted everybody to be coming to you. And this is the time when the women are letting y'all know, if you're not coming after me, I'm not coming after you, grown ass man. Okay? So I personally feel like that's the reason why I would not date a nigga that's a gym rat. That's why I wouldn't date a nigga that thought he was real pretty. You know, you niggas with soft grains of hair and wavy textures of hair and really light complected skin. Y'all think y'all prettier than, than women. And, a lot of you, I'm not doing that with y'all. Any man that thinks physically he is more attractive than a woman, or thinks that his physicality is supposed to, get him some type of get out of jail free card. No. Women don't run like that. Not really. Women will fuck a fat nigga with a great personality like he is the sexiest nigga on earth. She will get on top of all of his roles and rock his shit like he got a six-pack ab if he treats her nicely, if he treats her well, and he got a little swag about himself. That's really all women need. It's for a man to smell good, be clean, have some swag about himself, and know how to treat a lady, know how to treat a woman, be respectful, open doors, pull out chairs. You don't have to pay for every bill unless you with a chick that requires that, and then that's her requirement. If you don't fit her requirement, then move on. But don't get mad at her for that being her requirement. That's not my requirement, okay? I don't need you to pay for every meal, okay? But if you asking me out, you paying, okay? Unless we have a previously discussed, situation, is go Dutch. Or, let's go this place, I'll pay this time. Or we can split, like, child, whatever has to happen. Okay? But at the end of the day, Laverne, don't nobody give a fuck about your muscles. If you think that you can't go and talk to these women and they need to chase you, nobody gives a fuck about your muscles. Like I said, only gay niggas care that much. Like, to me, only gay men be like, oh, I'll chase a man that's that fine because he that fine. Women are not like, no, it's more important for you to treat me right. Okay? And really what that means is for you not to think that you're prettier than me. Okay? Because some of y'all niggas still treat us bad, even though y'all don't think y'all prettier than us. But this nigga thinks too highly of himself because he in shape. And I want him to know that nobody care like that. I want him to know that nobody care like that. Demetrius, I believe, was trying to talk to him, but he was acting crazy. Precious says that, he has the God complex and he wasn't interested in being there. Then he should have took his ass home. Okay? Feel safe. Yes. Women need to feel safe. Yes. And a lot of time, men that think like that, you don't feel safe with them because they they get real bitch made when they are made to feel like their looks aren't doing what they want them to do, which is why Laverne was acting like that when people weren't running up to him. And that's why women are very weary of you men who are so into your bodies, because you then believe that women are only supposed to be acting off of the fact that you look the way you do. Like if they not coming around you in droves, then fuck them bitches. And no, 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 no. And Wiley also makes good conversation. Wiley asks good conversation, like he asks questions. The thing that makes me mad is everybody is throwing Wiley like to the side because he's young, and I want them to let me know when in his conversation has he shown himself to be extremely immature. That's what I want to know, because I feel like that's what the women are saying. They engage him, but I think at some point he must be saying something or having some type of, lil boy. Thank you, Lauderdale, for the cash app. Thank you, love. He must be having some type of little boy conversation at some point, because I see him engage the women in a way that a lot of these other men don't. And I like that about him. And while he does have a nice body, he's a very attractive man. You know what I'm saying? To me, he's very attractive. But I also feel like Wiley's attractiveness is also about the way he treats the women, the way he talks, the way he inquires about them. To me, that is what makes Wiley more attractive. Okay. So yeah, Laverne, get your bitch ass feelings together, nigga. Anyway, so Clifton and Joy spent some time together finally. Child, they got so much sexual energy. I thought they was gonna fuck behind the bush. Tommy gathers the men so that they can talk about who needs to go home. Wiley likes Tina. Paul mentions that he likes her too, and she likes older men. And then he was kind of looking at Wiley like he was trying to get a reaction out of him. Wiley, please ignore Robert. Ignore him. Anyway, Eric likes Dakia. Donovan likes Dakia as well. Demetrius likes Sabrina. Tori says that Sabrina is his number one as well. They're going to be fighting. Clifton is feeling Carmen and Joy. I was like, Clifton, when did you start feeling Carmen? Because you was acting like you did not see it for her once you saw them blue contacts. So what's going on? I'm going to tell you what it is. Clifton is one of them niggas that even though he fine and he can turn it on for most women, and most women, especially the women that he goes after, are attracted to him. I think that he's still another one of those men that are low-key a little full of themselves. So whenever a woman is showing them energy, they're gonna reciprocate because the woman is showing them that energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all understand what I mean? Like, not full of himself like an asshole, but in a way of can't turn down somebody throwing, some cooch their way. Because I feel like Carmen was throwing that cooch his way, even though he wasn't initially attracted to or worrying about her. So if she's now, climbing to the top of his list, I feel like it's because she's willing to be more flirtatious and more sexual and more physical with him than some of the other ladies. That's just what I'm picking up. Okay. Laverne is feeling Joy and Ace. Laverne says that Joy is him, and Clifton no, nigga, Joy is me. Sir, didn't you say Carmen is on your list as well? Shut the fuck up. Okay, calm down. But I do like that the men are feeling competitive over the women versus the women fighting like little bitches over these men, which I don't feel like it should be. I'm sorry, y'all. There's something that feels like women should always be in a place of, I'm not going to give up anything. I'm always, not that you're not going to give anything up, but I feel like women should never be in a place that they're thirsty for a man. The man should be trying to get with them. And then once that man earns those affections from you, then you can give him all of the love and all of the attention and all of the, extra shit. But until then, the vibe needs to be up here. The vibe needs to be up here. Okay, you need to prove something to me, nigga. Okay, like that's how I feel. Okay. Laverne, yeah, okay. Precious is a no for most. Laverne doesn't like Dakia or Sabrina, and I think it's because there are women there that are reading your bullshit. Clifton doesn't like AP because she said that Clifton reminded her of her brother. Eric, same thing, doesn't like AP. And Demetrius calls Precious and AP to the front when everybody is brought back together, because Tommy is like, I'm going to let y'all bring the women to the front and let them know who's going home in front of everybody. And it was like, well, who hasn't gone yet? Demetrius. All right. Demetrius is military, stoic, and I think he was the best person for the job. Okay. See, okay, Wiley is very mature with a great personality. Okay. We are always the prize winner. Okay, I need for us to know this. I need for us to know this, okay? Hey, I'm loving the cattiness of the men. I like that they are like being like, oh no, that's my woman. I like that. I like that because I'm tired of the men being like Laverne. And I'm so glad because all the previous seasons, it felt like these niggas thought so highly of themselves that the women needed to chase them and be thirsty for them. And I don't like that because I don't feel like that's how women should carry themselves because they always end up playing themselves when they act like that. Okay. It's better to let a nigga come to you, okay, and then reciprocate the energy when it's being shown to you. But don't be running behind these. No, because you know why? They'll be like Clifton. You running behind them, and they giving dick to Carmen, even though they don't really like her, but because she, throwing that pussy on him, he gonna fuck her anyway. That's why, as a woman, okay, girl, you got to make sure that they're giving you all that energy in order for you to reciprocate. Nigga said, I want Wiley for myself. Okay, listen, Wiley, you better hit up some of the girls in the chat. Some of the girls in the chat want to know what it's hitting for if you ain't find no love on the show. Okay. But that's it because they left us on a cliffhanger. Next week, we'll find out who got sent home, whether it was Precious or AP. Okay. I think they should send AP home. I don't know if she's ready for this. Precious can stick around, but she needs to go home next. Carmen needs to go home. We need to see some more from Tiffany. I think my main set are Joy, Sabrina, Dakia, and Ace. Ace will probably leave at some point. And then it'll just be Dakia, Joy, and Sabrina. Okay, that's what it feels like the last three women might be. We'll see, y'all. We'll see. With that being said, we're about to go ahead and move on to Ladies Who List. I have some apologies to make, but I need for y'all to like the video first. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to give me something to drink, girl. Cause it was like give me a little drink, girl. While y'all like the video. Did y'all like the video? Are y'all supporting me? Did you like the video? Did you go to my website and sign up, BondyBlueShow.com? So you can support the content creators that you love in a real way. Okay? Hold up. Okay. So, I want to apologize to Crystal for calling her bad body because she's not. I got a good look at her this time. I got a good look at Crystal. Crystal is not bad body. Crystal just got some big ass titties. And I saw it this episode. Big ass titties, girl. Whoo. And from y'all know how girls with big ass titties can look sometimes. Like they bottom not gonna fit. Like they gonna be big on the top. And then you're gonna go down and it's gonna be, where are the hips? Where's the balance? Can we have a little bit of balance? But that's not what it was. When she was standing there in that little cute leather dress with the stockings and the boots, I said, first of all, Crystal, bitch, you look good. You look good every time I see you. I can't stand it. I don't like you on the show because, girl, every time I see you, I be in awe. And honestly, I feel like you used to be like, you had to used to be a fat girl or something. You know what I'm saying? Because she has the energy of somebody who's insecure, somebody that always feels, even though they're so meticulous about their look, so specific about the way they adorn themselves, because Crystal is gorgeous. Hair, skin, teeth, outfits, shoes, purses. Like, Crystal is beautiful every time I see her. And she's not bad body. Just got real big ass titties. And I'm always only seeing her from the top. And she has a real fucked up disposition. She doesn't like to be held accountable for anything, and she's insecure. And because she's insecure, it almost seems like you're insecure about something, and we can't see why because you look so good. So we don't know what you insecure about. You know what I'm saying? Now that I saw it, I was like, no, I saw hips and ass. So big ass titties, hips and ass, beautiful face, beautiful teeth, great hair, came from parents with money, got, you take good care of yourself. Where is the insecurity coming from? She acts like a girl who's insecure about their body, and I don't insecure about something, and I don't know what it is because I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get why she act like this. It's so confusing to me. I was trying to make it make sense. I'm like, why does she act so insecure? She's beautiful, head to toe gorge. And I don't understand it, y'all. I want it to make sense for me. I was trying to make it make sense and it don't. Okay, Asia, thank you for the super chat. If she wasn't so insecure, she would bring the boys to the yard by herself, and she needs to be accountable for how she treats female friends. Yeah, I agree. Thank you for the super chat, Asia. She's given childhood trauma. I wonder what it is, because she act like she don't have any, especially when she's constantly comparing herself to Robin. Okay, but the villains on the show make it hard to hate them because the gals know how to dress. I love it. They sure do, but I did not like Kiana's headpiece, earring, wig combo for her 40th birthday. That one look we saw, I love the outfit, but I was like, no, it's too much. Like, it was a blunt cut. The earrings were huge, and then she had this big ass like jewelry piece on her head, and I got what it was supposed to look like Egyptian, but it just kind of felt like, no, like it was one of them times where you needed to take something off. Okay, baby Crystal is exhausting. Thank you for the super chat. She is. And let's talk about another thing about Kiana. So in the interview, Robin insinuated that she felt like Kiana was lying about the fertility treatments and actually trying to do that because she presented it after the show had been mostly shot. The fertility shot was after everything had already happened, almost like she was trying to make sure that people did not see her in a bad light. So want to add the fertility situation so it would endear people to her. Okay, so let me explain. Robin said that she questions if that's real for Q or not, because Q, nobody had ever heard that, and that came out of nowhere, and you was mad that you look bad, and now you want them to film this scene all last minute. Fine. But Q put out evidence. Q put out evidence of her taking her IVF treatments. She showed the dates that she paid for the previous situation. Like, she showed that she actually was trying to do this. This was not a storyline that she lied about, but it was something that you probably were not going to share because it made you seem imperfect. And everything about Kiana is meant as if she's perfect. And I don't mean that in like she thinks she's perfect, but everything is constantly, I work so hard and I do this and I'm just great at that and I'm just emotionally intelligent and I'm this and I'm that. And it just kind of seems like she's full of herself. Not like you're not supposed to be confident. You're supposed to be confident, but she comes off in a way that the other girls on the show don't. Am I tripping? Tell me if I'm tripping, but it's the way I feel. Like, the way she comes, it's not even just about the businesses. She's just always complimenting herself. And it feels weird sometimes. Like, she's trying to push a narrative that she's just this all around great, fantastic person. And you don't have to prove anything to us. Just be and we'll see it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like she's always trying to convince everybody of something where I don't feel like she necessarily needs to. And that's what I see a lot of from her in the confessionals. So I think she actually went through IVF, but I don't think she felt comfortable sharing that on the show until it made her look bad. And then she decided that might endear people to her. So then use it. But I don't think she was lying, especially now that she's put all her evidence out. Obviously, you weren't lying. You know what I'm saying? So, if you felt like you needed to do that, then by all means, girl. But it's nice to know that Kiana saw the interview. Thank you for supporting the Ooh Ladies First panel. Thank you for your view. Okay, but she put out a whole bunch of evidence letting us know that she did not lie about it. Okay, so shout out to Kiana for, setting the record straight that she absolutely was trying to get pregnant. Now, let me say this, because I made a comment about how I wondered if that had something to do with what I was picking up off of her husband. Something is distant there. I don't know why. I could be wrong. I want to be wrong. I'm not saying anything is wrong with their relationship, but something about the husband I felt like was distant. He's there. He's in the scenes. He's supportive. He's on the Instagram. He looks amazing. She looks amazing. Something is distant in the situation. Something about it. I'm reading something that's coming off between her and the husband. And I don't know what it is. But when Robin said that in the interview, I was like, I wonder if that's what I'm feeling, because the husband feels like not as involved or something. You know what I'm saying? Or not as in it. Something just feels like there's some type of detachment going on. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't care. I could be wrong. I don't care. I'm just telling y'all what it felt like as I've been watching their interactions. And now knowing that she absolutely was trying to get pregnant, he's trying not to break character. That's probably what I'm feeling. That's probably, you got that vibe too? Okay, he could be being camera shy. That's true as well. He could just not like being on camera. It comes off as if he resents her for being so busy that they don't have kids now. Now, you went even deeper, Cammy. You went even deeper, girl. Yeah, Bonnie, her and that husband don't have a connection, and he's probably been pressing her for that baby. Yeah, he gives me the wine. Give me the wine, Robin. I'm sorry. I won't go that far. I won't go that far. Now she's trans and he's a beard. Go to hell. Y'all wrong for that. Don't say that in my comments. Don't say that. Okay, that is a woman. Okay, don't do that. And y'all know what I mean, right? Like, there was a God-made vagina there, not a doctor-made one. I know that's gonna offend somebody, but I mean, I don't know why. Like, y'all be mad about facts. Anyway, Kiana is beautiful. I do think that she overdoes the makeup, but I think a lot of the girls overdo their makeup. I think y'all take all of y'all makeup tips from drag queens that are trying to make their faces look more feminine, and then you end up making your face look more hard because you're contouring your nose, like it's some nigga's nose or something. You're contouring your jawline and your cheeks as if it's some nigga's jawline and cheeks. like I'm just saying, like testosterone made it or something. And I just want y'all to pull it back just a little bit. Just a little bit. They need to just get a surrogate. They seem like they have the money. She says that now that's what she's open to, because I feel like she already went through IVF. I don't know if she's going through it again, but she showed it to us as if it was something that already happened. Okay. Crystal probably has a Greenleaf family dynamic. She might be the charity of the family. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. There's somebody that she's always been compared to. So in her life, she's constantly comparing herself to other people and feeling as if she isn't enough because somebody in her family was made to feel like they were enough and she wasn't. That's a possibility. He does have his own kids, but maybe it's similar to Robin and Wine, how Ron wanted another kid so he could be there during the early stages when he wasn't maybe there for his older kids. Yeah, too much contouring. It is, Hannah. They be doing too much. It was pleasant and just like that transphobia. Whew. Listen, I hope you don't think I'm transphobic, because I sure in the fuck am not. Okay. And that's why I said don't say that in my chat. Don't say that in my chat. But the beard part. I'm not saying it because I don't think it's true. But it caught my attention. She mentioned she was pregnant but didn't go through with it. That was years ago. I don't know if that was with her husband or when she was a young woman. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine they impregnated her with the wrong sperm? Oh, child, when I tell you, everything just feels forced with her situations. I need to bring her husband on, though. It seems he doesn't want to be there. Nah, it feels like Q convinced the audience of how perfect she is, then it will convince her how perfect she is. Right. Like, it's more about convincing herself than us. That's what a lot of people, are saying, like that. Okay. I want her to change her lashes. Kiana in her confessionals always look cross-eyed to me. They be doing way too much with the makeup. She says she's taking care of her family and that can cause a problem. Um, who said that? It could be her and not him though, because her fertility can be overwhelming for a woman alone. Ooh, not the beard. Make sure y'all subscribe to BondyBlueShow.com. Okay, it causes some emotional trauma in the relationship. Getting pregnant is so much pressure on a woman. It is. It is. I personally understand it. I like them all separately, but not when they interact. Really? I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Um, because I'm starting to feel like Kiana irks me in her confessionals by the way she speaks on herself. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just it be seeming weird to me. But anyway, so we pick up the episode where it left off. Okay, the argument at the ranch. Kiana is triggered. Robin is saying that it wasn't about you, Kiana. It wasn't about you. But I'm gonna go ahead and have to tell you. Once it was explained by Tiffany that you could have been a little bit more sensitive to her in the moment, to later turn around and tell Kiana that she needs to learn how to be more sensitive, I thought that was ironic, Robin. I'm going to just go ahead and say that. I thought it was very ironic for you not to understand that Tiffany and Tiana, most of that argument, were trying to make you see that maybe you should be a little bit more sensitive to the fact that Kiana may be projecting her own fertility issues on you. But you were like, it wasn't about you. And you don't have kids. And you're right. You're right. She doesn't have kids. So it does have a different understanding, of course. But I also feel like, you want somebody to be more sensitive. You can be more sensitive too, because in that moment, you didn't give a fuck about how she felt. Just saying. Okay. Um, Did you see the interview? Did y'all see our interview with Robin? Y'all have to check it out. It's on Jamie That's Me's channel. Definitely gives you a different perspective of Robin. Okay. And why y'all be spelling Robin name like y'all spell Robin from Potomac name? Everybody don't spell a name with no damn Y. Okay. Q is stunning, successful, and perfect for a show like this. She could just be a bit more open and authentic. Absolutely. Yes, y'all are giving in these interviews. Thank you. I like Robin a lot, but she was wrong in that moment. Yeah, I honestly felt like even though Q was doing the most and projecting, I feel like Robin definitely could have been more understanding of where she was coming from in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Tiffany says, Robin, you have to understand it's a sensitive subject. I agreed with Tiffany. Robin says Kiana is intimidated. She came on some rah-rah shit from the beginning. And I believe that Kiana absolutely came on some rah-rah shit. So I was kind of split because in one moment, I felt like Kiana just wanted to have an issue. I felt like she was being humbuggish and she came there to be humbuggish. I think she decided that she wanted to be anti-Robin. I really do. And I think that anytime that Robin said something that could lead into an argument, Kiana was going to take that moment and let it lead into an argument because she wants to fight with Robin because she sees Robin as the protagonist and her as the antagonist. So that is very much the way she is acting in all the scenes, as if she already knows how the show is going to be produced. Okay. So I'm noticing that about Kiana, which is why I also understand Robin's exasperation with Kiana, because it seems like no matter what you say to her, she wants to fight. She wants to be in an argument with you. She wants to be in a disagreement with you, no matter what you say. Okay. So they start going back and forth calling, wait, hold up. Tiana tells Kiana that she's not her type. But hold up, because there was a lot of screaming going on, right? There's a lot of hollering back and forth. And Kiana starts talking crazy to Tiffany because she thought Tiffany was going to say something about the fertility issue. It's obvious that Kiana had talked about her fertility issues with Tiffany and thought that Tiffany was going to put her on blast because obviously Tiffany understood that something was going on with the fertility, is why she understood that Robin, could have been more sensitive. Robin had no idea about the fertility situation. And Tiffany feels like that should just be a rule of thumb, that when you're, around women who are of childbearing years, you can be a little bit more sensitive. But I also feel like I don't really see Kiana going out of her way to be sensitive to anybody else's feelings. So I don't know if we need to do all of that all the time. But yeah, it could have been a little bit more understanding for where Kiana was coming from because of the fertility. But I think Kiana would have had to share how she felt in order for that to happen. And Kiana kept trying to act like, well, I don't feel no type of way. I don't have no type of feelings. I don't feel no type of way. Tiana and Tiffany were both defending her to Robin, and she did not see it that way. And she starts talking to Tiana crazy. And Tiana is like, listen, girl, you're not even my type, but I invited you here because I'm trying to be cool with you, okay? They start going back and forth. Then she calls her Kiwana. Everybody likes to mispronounce Kiana's name because they know it probably makes her feel like, less than. Okay. Robin says there's a hypersensitivity, and Kiana denies that she's feeling anything, which is a lie. And then Tiana walks away after she says, I'm a mother. Tiana went and hit that button. Like, okay, I was trying to be on your side, but since you want to act like an asshole to me at my event, I'm going to then hit that button too. All right, then. Well, I'm a mother and I'm not going to deal with this, so I'm going to walk away. Okay. And you see Tiffany go after Tiana. Robin and Kiana talking. Robin is asking her to be honest. And Kiana is combative. She's combative. She's like, people are mad at my lights, and don't backpedal and pussy pop. Say what you mean. Stand in your shit. I don't know who she's talking about. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Who wasn't standing in their shit? Did y'all edit something out? Because I'm so confused about what Kiana is talking about in this moment with Robin about, at least if Robin says something, she's going to be honest with you. Don't say some shit and then backpedal. Like, when did Tiana ever backpedal? When did that happen? I don't like the way Kiana talked to Tiffany either. And Tiffany just, ate that shit. But I didn't like the way she talked to her. She's like, you're not going to say nothing about my motherfucking bitch. You need to shut up because you're not going to say nothing about my motherfucking bitch. I was like, wait a minute. You don't even know what that lady was going to say. And you went in her neck immediately. You know what I mean? And Tiana, I felt the way about the way she talked to Tiffany because that's her friend, So, hey, baby. Kiana feels like Tiana is trying to find conflicts with her. And I'm like, no, you the one that's coming off humbuggish as fuck. In a confessional, she says, even though they were wrong, even though the ladies were wrong, she realized that she was projecting, okay? And she's big on emotional intelligence. Y'all, my fucking husband was in the kitchen, heard that shit, and was laughing. Because we know, how is it that you're so big on emotional intelligence, but you only care about your own emotions? You only understand it from your viewpoint. I have yet to see Kiana in conflict with somebody where the conversation ends in some type of understanding. It's always like, I'm mad and I'm going to stay mad, and that's that on that. Okay? The girls sit down after that for a drink of champagne and finally have a come to Jesus moment. Thank you, Lord, because they was doing way too fucking much. It was way too much over nothing at all. Thank you, Jamie Carter, for the super chat. I really like Tiana and Tiff. They my type of friends. I ain't got the patience for all that extra BS. I agree. Thank you, Shannon Monique, for the super sticker. I appreciate you, love. And people signing up for the website. I see y'all too. Thank you so much for signing up for BondyBlueShow.com. Thank you. Okay, appreciate y'all. Be a part of the forum. Be a part of the Discord. I just posted a new Discord link on the forum either today or yesterday. I can't remember. By the way, it's still live for y'all. So, what? You going somewhere? You just coming to kiss me? Because you like your slippers? I like you too. You know what you need to do. Suki, Suki, Su. You want to go to Copeland's when I finish? I have one more after this. I'm almost done though. Suki, Suki, Su. All right. So, Crystal brings her dad to meet the Ubo family, a mother, father, son team in construction and building, and they're developing in Black neighborhoods. Very, very beautiful. Crystal brought her father to meet them. That was super duper cool. That she's done all of their sales for them. The homes they've already sold. They've sold 6 already, and they have 6 more to build. So I was like, that's what's up. I like that. I love to see that. Like Black family, mom, dad, son in the same business. That's amazing to me. You don't see a lot of that. So I love seeing that. Then we got Kira and Tiffany closing on a $1.6 million home for a man named Laquan, who was shot 15 plus times and is disabled, but still walks around. Nice looking man, beautiful wife, kids, $1.6 million house, their dream home. 6 bedrooms, 7 baths, 7.5 baths, I think. Still having an amazing life. So just this man buying his home, having this nice life after being shot that many times was such a great story. Tiffany was the closing lawyer. Kira was the agent. So that was really amazing. I honestly like seeing Kira more in this. You know, like one of the other chat members said, they like seeing the women separately. But yeah. Kiana goes to see a developer who is building townhomes. And this is a moment where I really like, in the confessional, I was annoyed. But once we got into the scene, I was happy to see what Kiana was doing. Kiana actually went to meet with a developer. And the developer has, I think it was like maybe 6 or 7 townhomes built right up next to each other. The ends, she wanted to sell for $675, and the middle units she wanted to sell for $650. All of them are 3 bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2,500 square feet. Like beautiful, well done, Black developer, and she signed on with him so she would sell all of those homes. Great for her business. Amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like shit I love to see. All right. I am aware of Kiana's interview with Kempire Daily. Okay. With everyone in her reasons why she's not interested in season 2, interested to hear her side. Yes, I know about that interview. Crystal shows a $3 million fixer upper. We didn't really get to see the inside of it like that, but it is a $3 million fixer upper that will be a $5 million of investment at some point. Kiana calls her on video chat and they talk about Kiana's 40th birthday party and how she's inviting all the girls. And Crystal says that she will talk to Tiffany as long as Robin goes to this poly party with her. And I guess that Robin has had threesomes and things of that nature before, which is why she wants Robin to go with her to the poly party. But I just kind of feel like, why? Why? Are you trying to fuck her at the poly party? Why are you trying to like use her to go to the poly party? Why is that necessary? Aren't you already fucking with this man? I don't know. It's all very confusing to me, Crystal's motives with her friendship. Even though in the interview with Robin talked about balance that they create for each other. I'm still looking at it like, you're so weird, Crystal. I don't know why, but you're so weird. Okay? Okay, Jamie Googled him on her live, and apparently he got $70 million in a lawsuit after the shooting. Oh, wow. That's why he was able to get that house. He's a nice looking man too. Good for him. Because that's some terrible shit to have to go through in order to get that money. But I'm glad he's still, walking around and, looking nice and fucking on his wife. Good for him. Good for them. Babe, can you bring one of my robes? I'm cold. We get to the party. We meet 3 of Kiana's siblings because Kiana is the second oldest of 6. We see her mom, all very beautiful. Then the girls go outside and Crystal and Tiffany have a weird conversation, you guys. I had to watch this conversation several times for me to understand what the fuck was going on in it, okay? Tiffany says, oh, wait, hold on. Crystal says, if your relationship isn't tried, how do you know it's real? So she was basically saying that her relationship with Robin is one that has, y'all don't judge me. I have to go get my underarms waxed. Okay. Don't judge me. Okay. I have to go and get them waxed. The hair is very fine. Fuck you. Because y'all be out here trying to judge me. Go to hell. Hold up. I'm sorry. Ugh. Lyric, really? Yeah, Lyric put the Mardi Gras bulbs on the tree while I was gone, and it looks really cute. But why am I finding them?
I thought you did that.
What do you mean you thought I did
I
that?
thought you took them off the picture.
No, I didn't. You must have put them there. Why would you put them on? Shut up. Forget this one right here too. Anyway, y'all. Child, I felt judged earlier in these comments. Anyway, it's all right. I ain't tripping. The thump, the thump, thump. All right. So Tiffany have a real conversation. Crystal says about her relationship with Robin. If the relationship isn't tried, how do you know it's real? Tiffany says, I don't have those types of ups and downs in my relationships. I tend to hang around people where shit is easy and cool. Okay. Crystal says, well, I'm sorry that, your relationships are perfect and mine aren't. And I was like, why would you even say that? This is when you start making the conversation weird, okay? Then she says, I'm happy that you and Rob got a chance to get to know each other. She's like my sister. It's like she's always trying to make it seem like she's so close to Rob. She says, I'm glad you guys got a chance to get to know each other. Tiffany says, yes, I'm all about good energy. And then Crystal says, oh, here goes that good energy talk, bad energy. That's the thing with Robin. Like, it was two things going on at once. First, you're trying to like make somebody feel stupid for saying that they're about good energy. And then you're also receiving it as shade to yourself, as if she's saying you're not good energy in comparison to Robin. And you know how you don't like that. And then on top of that, you are also making it be known that you and Robin have this close-knit relationship where there's this inside joke. And it was just like, Crystal, what the fuck are you doing in this conversation? Nothing about this is grown woman shit. It was almost like she was being passive aggressive about the way she feels about Tiffany. She feels like Tiffany doesn't fuck with her. So instead of asking Tiffany about it, she's skating around the conversation. Okay. But yeah, Tiffany says, well, me and Robin have that in common. I'm about good energy. Okay. So then Crystal says that she doesn't remember them ever having a real conversation. And Tiffany is in a confessional like, bitch, we have been around each other several times and talked several times. I don't know why you sitting up here right now trying to act like I have never had a conversation with you when I have. So, she said that in a confessional, but she was like, well, we're having a conversation right now, but Tiffany then says that, if I'm not feeling it, I don't extend myself. I'm not a person that goes around, just talking to people that I'm not really that cool with. Crystal says that, wait, so does that mean me? And Tiffany was like, listen, I'm talking about myself. Now, this moment right here, Tiffany, you should have been clear and said, yes, Crystal, that means you. Your energy is weird to me. And so I tend to stay away from you because I don't know what your motives are. Like, this was a moment for Tiffany to be real, but I felt like Tiffany felt like Crystal was skating around. So she was going to skate around in that moment, like, I'm going to give you the energy you're giving me. So Crystal says that they both are, Black closing attorneys. So don't you think it's weird that, we haven't formed a friendship in this industry? And Tiffany was like, they got a whole bunch of fucking people in this industry and I don't talk to everybody. Like, why do you care? She finds it strange that Crystal is even worrying about her in this way if they don't know each other like that. Tiffany then, brings up her trying to poach Kira. And I love this moment because Crystal is doing all of this, let's be real, let's be honest, bullshit. So when Tiffany responds like, okay, you want to talk about some real shit? Let's talk about you trying to take Kira from me. And when I got the opportunity to take Robin from you, I did not do that because that's not the type of tip I'm on. That's not my style. So when she presents that information to her, which is something she can really have an issue with if she feel like you were trying to steal her clothes, steal one of her agents, you know what I'm saying? She coming to you with this shit. This is the real shit right now. This is the honest shit you were talking about, right, Crystal? Crystal then turns around and says, I was just trying to have a conversation with you, but I see that we can't keep it real and we're playing a game right now and we can't really talk. So I'm just going to go ahead and, I was trying before and now I'm not trying. And she walks away. Then she goes up to Robin and tells her that Tiffany acted like they don't have an issue and she can't stand when people are acting like there's not an issue. I said, to me, that sounds like the same shit Kiana was saying, that, oh, they're trying to act like it's not an issue. And it's like, Crystal, Tiffany literally gave you what issues she may have with you, which is that she feels like you don't like her, so you tried to poach her client. And she gave that right to you, and you did not say anything regarding it. You completely disregarded what she said and acted as if she wasn't really trying to have a real conversation with you. I was so fucking exhausted and confused by the end of this episode. And I will say what I said before. Crystal is fucking weird. You are so weird, and we don't understand why. We don't get it. You are perfection from head to toe. Why are you like this? I don't get it. I don't understand. She was standing there looking like a little doll, acting like a fucking teenager. I said, girl, you're a grown woman, Crystal. You're a grown woman, Crystal. But you're going to sit up here and talk to this girl, you know, like she's the one being fake and fugazi. Get the fuck out of here. Thank you, Dawn PV, for the super chat. She strikes me if the jealous friend, as the jealous friend that wants to be around but really jealous. Don't trust that type of friendship. Exactly. Exactly. And in the interview, Robin told us that the whole relationship started because Robin was friends with a guy and kind of used to date a guy that she was dating. She comes into the picture. It was obvious she wanted to work with Robin. They start working, you know, together. The relationship with her and the guy ends. But by this time, her and Robin have formed this tight-knit relationship, even though her and the boyfriend broke up. Okay? So you started off wanting to be friends with Robin because you was probably trying to make sure she wasn't fucking your man. And I think Kiana started her relationship with Robin with that same thing, where y'all wanted to make sure that this woman who was friends with both of your men was not real competition for you. And then y'all both decided to use her because she was a good person to be in relation with because of the way she is in life and the way she is in her business. She, you know, like Robin, like she said, brings the boys to the yard. She has an energy about herself that brings people to her. Okay. So I personally feel like both Kiana and Crystal have probably bonded over the fact that they befriended Robin to keep an eye on her because she was the girl that was friends, or the woman that's friends with their men. Okay. The Life of Kira, thank you for the super chat. You will be perfect for the reunion for love and marriage this season. I would love to do it if they would allow me. I would love to do it if they would allow me. Kiana doesn't even get her light is being diminished by her own personal insecurities. She has no emotional intelligence. Shoot, TNT are the most emotionally intelligent on the show. Tiffany and Tiana, absolutely. 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 Okay. Like I'm definitely loving Tiffany and Tiana, because I feel like in that moment, in that fight with Kiana, they were absolutely trying to have Kiana's back and she missed it. Kiana missed the fact that Tiana and Tiffany were trying to have her back in that moment. It was just weird. The weirdness must be for TV purposes. She knows that there has to be a villain for the Black lady shows. There is no other reason for her to act that way. Listen, it's not just a villain for the Black lady shows, okay? All shows have to have a protagonist and an antagonist. Otherwise, the shit is boring. Every show, not just Black lady shows, okay? Contrary Canary said that she probably wasn't that girl in high school. Now she's trying to prove to herself that and the others that she is that girl. Who, Kiana? Probably. But you got to learn, you ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. A lot of times people do so much trying to prove something to people, they end up fucking themselves up because you look thirsty. And then you try to act like you unbothered. But obviously you're bothered because you're upset. Like, just like Kiana, you were upset. Why are you trying to act like you don't have a problem and you're not being hypersensitive when you were actually projecting and you know you were projecting? Your inability to admit to also having a part in a breakdown is annoying to me. And it's the same thing that Crystal does. That lady said you tried to steal Kira from me and she just backed away from the conversation as if she never heard the shit. Do you guys think Tiffany hasn't liked Crystal since she called her when she was pregnant asking to take her business? No, I think she probably was turned off by that severely. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her. When Q realized she was projecting, I thought she was going to open up and say that to diffuse the rah-rah. But she didn't. She didn't. And that's the part that I feel like she played herself on, because all in that moment, it would have been the perfect time for her to be open about what she was going through. Say, look, Robin, listen, you may not have meant it towards me, but I'm going through something and it just made me feel away. When they went and sit down and had that champagne, it was the perfect time for them to have that conversation, watch that shit. And that's why I like Kiana just wants a problem. She wants to be humbuggish. She wants to be upset. So let her be. All right, y'all, that's it. I have to come right back to y'all for Salt Lake City, because we have got to talk about Salt Lake City, bitch. I am mad. I am mad. We're going to talk about it. So please come back. Like, comment, subscribe. See y'all right after this.